Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here to start a new show. Two new shows this week, actually. We watched the first episode of Tatami Galaxy on Monday, and today we are going to be beginning Mawaru Penguindrum back on the Ikuhara Wild Ride, I suppose. We've done two Ikuhara shows. Blah 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 blah. We've done two Ikuhara shows on this channel so far. We've done Revolutionary Girl Utena, and we did Sarazanmai as it was airing, and both of them were mind-blending clusterfucks of awesomeness and insanity and symbolism, and I expect no less from this show. In fact, I have been told that it's even crazier than some of the things that we saw in Sarazanmai and Mawar and saw in Sarazanmai and Mawara Penguindrum that we saw in Utena and Sarazanmai, which I can't really imagine, but I'm sure that Ikuhara will deliver. So we've watched these two shows already. Ran a poll after Monogatari ended for whatever we're gonna watch next, and in a really stacked poll with Natsume Yujincho, Nana Texnalize, Kubikiri Cycle, Princess Tutu, and Uchoten Kazoku, the eccentric family, two shows rose to the top. Tatami Galaxy and Mawaru Penguindrum. And for almost the entirety of the poll, they were neck and neck in votes. So, finding myself with two slots open, given the ending of Season 2 of Chiayafuru, I decided to just watch both. And that's what we're going to do. So, we're going into a new Ikuhara show. I have a little bit of trepidation because, in my experience with Ikuhara shows, I don't always get them. Not on the first viewing. He does insane things with symbolism and just the method to his mad style of storytelling is very odd and weird and not easy to read into. But that's kind of the fun of it. So we're just gonna go on this journey, and I hope you will forgive me if I don't get it completely at the beginning. It'll probably take some time to actually get an idea of what kinds of tropes and what kinds of themes and what kinds of symbolism we're actually playing with. Often, it seems like Ikuhara builds his entire stories, everything in them, as a symbol for something else, and I don't know what those themes or symbology are going to be. But I'm curious. I'm very curious, and I'm very glad that this show came out on top in the poll because I've been wanting to watch it for a little while, and yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. So I don't know how many episodes we're gonna do in each video. I don't know how many episodes we're gonna do in this video. Usually, I like to do just one for the first reaction, and then usually fall in around the 2 episodes per reaction mark. But we'll just wing it. We'll just find out as we go along what we want to see. Hmm. Hmm. All right, let's just go ahead and do it. So, there will be two versions this reaction video as always. There will be a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, which you can find in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you want to sync up your own copy of these episodes with the timer-based version up on YouTube, I have grabbed the Zurako rip from Nya, because the Jacob swagged up rip that was right above it has the same subs but is in 720p, and I wanted to grab the 1080p because fuck yeah, why not? That's the one I'm grabbing. That's the one we're gonna watch. They are the GG subs, I believe. All of the good subs seem to be the GG subs. So that's what we're gonna watch. If you want to grab the exact same version and sync up your own copy of the episodes with the timer-based version up on YouTube, you are more than welcome to do so. There will be discussion at the end of every video that we watch, as usual. You can stick around on the YouTube version for that. Recommend it. I'm just stalling at this point because I know that my brain is about to go into a blender, and yeah, let's just dive in. So, I've got the episode up, two versions, beep beep timer. An eight. Okay. Well, there's a theme. Sure. Penguins. Sure. Absolutely. It's kind of reminiscent of Utena in the Coffin. A bright four-poster bed in the middle of, I don't know, weird knickknacks and trinkets. Okay. Were the penguins the people? Did they become penguins? All right, signs and symbols. An apple? Like biblical? What are those? All right, that's badass. What are those? Are the little balls? Wow, very Rococo, very Utena. I don't trust that guy. What were those vials of? Vials of blood? One, two, three, and then a black one. Kiga? Kiga apple? Okay, we'll look that word up eventually. Okay, nice place. Crazy place. Okay, so these three all live together. Yeah, that looks really good. Tamagoyaki, but with like spinach in it. It's cool. All right, meeting characters. Imari. Ooh, in the hospital? Hmm. Hmm. Nice. So they're not siblings, but she said tastes like mom's. Chojushi. Mmm. Changes everything. That's an interesting look. Flashback time. All right. For Himari? Fate. There's nothing modern medicine can do. Ooh. It's fate. Wow. Can't. Can't. Back to the present. She seems great. Hmm. And what do you want to do? Well, that seems... Campanella? Chosen to die for love. Yeah. Bliss before death. Hmm. Oh, hey, those are familiar. Subway gates. Hmm. Fuck, there is a lot going on. She is great. She is so instantly endearing. Whoa, that's a cool sculpture. Hello, penguins. Just ordinary penguins. Cool, cool, cool. Hmm. Okay. How do I feel like this is where something's gonna happen? I mean, because oh, well, that's a start. So they don't, those, okay. Okay. I'm sure you will. Yeah. I'm sure you can get whatever the fuck you want. It's pretty fucking cute. Oh, hi, Kappa. Oh, she disappeared. Okay. But death is where everything starts. And we're at the first stop on the subway. Ding. And just like that. What is that sound? Oh. The fan. Yeah. She's dead, dude. Fate, yo. For what? I'm sorry, what? Wait, how did she get the hat back? And she's alive. I mean, that's the big thing here. But I was kind of expecting that. But what? Are her eyes the same color? Okay. Who are you? Okay, that's really creepy. Okay, her eyes were a different color. Uh, he's more straightforward. You were dead. Nothing weird there. Nothing crazy. So who is it in the hat? Yeah. Maybe put that hat back on her. See whatever that entity was once. All right, back at it again. Because there's a price for this. Hmm. Hmm. A miracle. Yeah. I wouldn't trust that. Yeah, I would figure out what the fuck the entity in the hat is. Ping group? Keep refrigerated below minus 15 C. Does it have the penguins in it? Yup. Pop. Oh, they are frozen. Okay. Just leave them. They'll thaw out and wake up. Yeah. No. Embryogenesis? Who's this? I immediately like him. Does he have a face? Girls. He doesn't have a face. Oh, she's in the OP. He doesn't have a face. We're never gonna see it, are we? Okay. Thanks, buddy. Nothing weird about that. Okay. Tap, tap. Oh, fuck. Just have an umbrella. All right. What the fuck? Do you see a penguin holding an umbrella? But what about the umbrella? Is there just an umbrella floating there? But it's a real umbrella. As soon as he takes it, it's real. What? Oh, jeez. You cannot escape. Oh, Jesus. They're already hanging out with the other penguins, right? Hey. Cannot compute. Why are these? Why are they here? And why are they helping them? Oh, yeah, good, great. Okay. Where are we going? Is this the ED? Nope. Very Sarazanmai. We just jump into this shit. Alright. This is awesome. Huh. Sure. Alright, there's our title drop. You said that. Sure. Yeah, but imagine. Okay. Boop. Bye. Alright. Okay. Wait. What? What is that? What did she just pull from him? If this were Utena, that would be the sword. Sure. Sure. So, free will. Hmm. Alice in Wonderland. You and your brother both. The bell of fate tolls. What was the apple again? What was the Kiga? Translate. The injury? Injury apple? Maybe it's a brand name. Nothing else. Who's that? Okay, Red String of Fate. Oh. Oh. Just eating toilet paper. Number 3 is the lead. Obese. Huh. Lily Hoshino. Who's that? Let's try to find out. Lily Hoshino. Manga artist known for extremely cute art style. Dibbity dubbity dibbity dubbity. Lots of shonen ai. Cool. I feel like... Oh, she's the character designer. Cool. I'm gonna look at her Mal. Mawaru Penguindrum, original character design, also principal drawing for an episode of Arakawa, and character design for Tsukumogami Hashimasu. Hashimasu. We rent Tsukumogami. Okay. Cool. Neat. This was an episode. There's a lot of symbolic overlap with some of the Sarazanmai stuff. So they're now on a mission from an otherworldly entity that has come from, quote, the destination of your fate, which reads like the end of the world to me a little bit. And is giving them a mission to find the Penguindrum, a thing that we don't know what that is. It may not be a thing that exists. In exchange for keeping their sister alive for a little bit longer, for shirking fate. What did they do that deserves punishment? I think it's the apple. The idea of an apple that's throughout this OP and throughout the ED And then the way that the two kids walked by and just talked about it was so definitely weird. Like this is Ikuhara just planting a seed here. The apple is the universe itself, like a seed, a tiny universe in the palm of your hand. Okay. It's what connects this world to the other world. The other world? The world Campanella? I'm gonna Google that at risk. Campanella. Little Bell, Italian. Roy Campanella. I'm gonna Google Campanella anime. Oh. Broadcast in 2010. No. 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 Okay. Don't know. It seems like they're talking about some kind of story. Campanella and other passengers? Campanella passenger? No, nothing. All right. Okay, cool. What does that have anything to do with an apple? The apple is also a reward for those chosen to die for love. Again, fate. One chosen to die for love. I wonder if that's the two of them, and if they will die in the course of trying to find the Penguindrum in order to save their sister whom they love. But everything's over when you're dead. No, it's not over. Kenji was trying to say. Actually, let's do Kenji Campanella. Night on the Galactic Railroad. A classic Japanese. This is. Yep. Okay. Classic Japanese fantasy novel by Kenji Miyazawa, written around 1927. Okay, I am going to take a moment and read the entire plot summary for this. Because yeah, this is probably a goldmine for symbolism. Ikuhara loves to take favorite novels of his and base some of his stories off of their theming. So I'm going to take a moment to read the entire plot summary of this and see if anything appears. Okay. It's an interesting one. I think the most important thing that I can glean from this short summary is actually in the section on Wikipedia called Major Themes. The main theme of this story is what is true happiness, and a recurring theme is a tribute to those who give themselves to others, which seems to line up. There's no mention of an apple. However, there is an animated film with the characters are depicted as cats, and one is blue and one is pink, and there are lots of blue and pink characters in this thing, or red. All right, interesting. So I expect that the characters themselves are in some way an allusion to Giovanni and Campanella. I wouldn't call this fruitless, but don't know what to think of it yet. Now there's a whole lot of shit in this OP. There's the Kiga apple, or Higa. Is it Kiga or Higa? What does it say on the apple? There. That's a K. It's Kiga apple. All right. Reaching out, the apple falls. The three penguins. The gateway onto a subway, which is what they go through in order to get on this kind of, I guess it's sort of a train that they end up on once they have this dream sequence. I suppose that's maybe an allusion to it as well. Train on tracks. Also fate seeming with being railroaded in a specific direction. There's this badass lady with, I don't know, like a ping pong ball gun. Weird. Wasn't there something similar to that in Sarazanmai? I don't remember. I feel like there was. There's this guy associated with a bird in a cage. Interesting. Hand slipping, falling, brain space. Who is the fourth penguin? Is that the entity? Maybe. And her asleep in the bed. Sort of Sleeping Beauty-esque. Wonder if there's a purpose to all of the objects in here. Probably. The cherub. There's something wonderful and whimsical, but also creepy about the way this scene is lit. With the almost glow emanating from the bed itself, and then immediately fading into darkness and greens and blues out here. It's really cool looking. Ikuhara loves his color symbolism. I love their house, the place where they live. It's sort of like a whimsical fairyland house. She is instantly like the cutest and the most deserving of Protect, and just wonderful and happy and curious about the world. And I love her, and that is her purpose in this story so far, is that they love her, and so we have to as well. And so when she is threatened, yeah. Oh man, I was wondering what this look was, but we figure it out immediately after that they're on borrowed time. The direction in this whole sequence is almost Ava-esque, with the stark blue light and the majorly Dutchy angles, going from flat to heavily angled to, there's another one somewhere there. Yeah, wow, all illuminated by the glow of the screens. Really cool looking. I love the way that they're doing these flashbacks. They're really interesting. Flash to the present. All right, and then we get two kids walking by, talking about the night on the Galactic Railroad for sure. I'm just gonna Google "night on the Galactic Railroad apple." Nothing. There's one reference to it. Apples representing the entirety of the universe while simultaneously symbolizing the need for community, a scorpion sacrificing himself to become the star Antares, and thus speaking to the value of life that we have. Okay. Cool. We'll see if we notice a scorpion appear at any point, or a heron, I think, or milk, or uh, Giovanni and Campanella, or drowning. Lots of things that we can keep an eye out for. I love these little moments where we get just scenes of the home. They create such a feeling of like innate nostalgia. It's really cool. And I like these little characters, and they're the same characters that show up in the subway. They kind of remind me of Sara from Sarazanmai, as something that I think will be a recurring theme or a recurring element that might have some importance eventually. Frogs, Tokyo Sky Metro. Uh-huh. Yeah, we take a train ride. She wants them to do their imitations. This little kid wants to see the penguins, and we have our first indication that something supernatural is going on, as these penguins with some energy or some sentience to them are following these characters around. Even before she goes and puts on the hat, right? Yeah. And then she collapses, immediately dying. I wonder what's up with the fan up above them. Feels like Ikuhara's trying to do something with that. This scene. I don't know what the noise that we keep hearing throughout this scene is. It's interesting. Oh, it's Mawaru is spinning, right? Hmm. I was thinking of the fan, maybe. Really cool lighting throughout this sequence. And then she sits up, stark upright. Her eyes a different color and turns slowly, almost mechanically over to them. Kind of like a doll being possessed. I have come from the destination of your fate. Rejoice, for I have decided to extend your life. This girl's life, sorry. I think there's something really cool about this moment where he immediately, after being shocked, he immediately embraces her. But Kamba like holds back for a moment and then gives in to the urge to embrace her. Something interesting in their characters there. We also discover that he's a bit of a ladies' man, but runs through them quickly with that phone call. Doctor's amazed, and then we cut to this. Yeah. Everything has a price. Everything has a price. All right, ping group. Is there anything else written on there? Yeah, it was... Excuse me. Keep refrigerated, nothing else. Okay, cool. And embryogenesis is just birth, right? Formation and development of an embryo. Okay, cool. Cool. This is really weird that we meet this character and then we do everything in our power to prevent us from actually seeing his face. But he is a character with a design and with a voice actor, and he's not a pedestrian crossing sign. Interesting. And then of all of the characters, all of the pedestrian crossing people walking by, these three girls exist. One a kind of a tanned Gyaru type, and her as the sort of the girl next door type. She shows up in the OP as well, so I wonder if we're building towards some kind of romance for him. This whole sequence is fucking great, and I think it's a wonderful gag. Goofy, just goofy, but super strange. And this whole sequence with him running away from the penguin is, I don't know, instantly iconic. It's fantastic, and I love it. I love the really like, what would I call it? It's not subtle, but the judicious, that's the word that I would use. The judicious use of this sort of out of focus and shaky cam to put us into his perspective as he walks in on this insanity that's going on and realizes that there are penguins everywhere and everybody's just interacting with them normally and they're like super fucking competent at whatever they're doing. I mean, we see the amount of knitting that is currently there, and then we see it later, and it's like 3 times as long. It's amazing. It's exactly as you see. They're the little cute penguin things that are helping us. And then she gets the hat and becomes someone else and yells out survival strategy. We get an almost magical girl-esque transformation sequence for her, but also this crazy train ride that they go on in this rocket ship that goes into some weird extra dimensional space, and there are all of these symbols everywhere. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but it's really cool. Imagine! And then she shows up, and it's fucking nutty. This whole sequence is amazing. So he is dropped out, seemingly for questioning, and she pulls something from his brother. Yeah, we go very Utena for this moment. Reaches into his chest and pulls out something which expands out into these like motion graphics-esque things. Pulls out something red, bright beacon of light, and then it all forms something. Grows, becomes this ball emanating light, then zips into a point. Interesting. And then the clouds rush away as though revealing the real world back to them. All right. And we get a very similar take on the same speech from the beginning about fate and a musing about the simplicity of just following instinct, just a survival strategy, following your DNA. This idea of free will. So we've got immediately, like, first line of the whole thing gives us, almost in a Nutena kind of way, gives us the main theme that we're dealing with, which is fate, and it's an interesting one. And I think that the way that we're talking about it is also really interesting, and I agree with it. If fate exists, if there is destiny, then that is a really cruel and an awful thing, because it encroaches upon the idea of free will completely. Like, if there is fate, if there is a God who is a determiner of each individual sentient being's existence, then what is the point of being sentient in the first place? Very interesting. And if we're basing anything off of the themes of Night on the Galactic Railroad, which I get the feeling I should probably just go and watch, or attempt to read or something, I don't know. Then if the theme of that is what is true happiness, then that's already been answered in this episode. This is bliss. This quiet moment of just eating breakfast with your family. She's already found it. She knows what it is. But for them, it's not quite bliss, because they know that she's dying. Okay. Death is where everything starts. Punishment. Destination of your fate. Embryogenesis. Faceless friend. Imagine. Obtain the Penguindrum. So that's our goal. What that is, I don't know. Where it is, I don't know. Cool. Sort of a nonsensical request, which is an interesting one. And what she is doesn't really make sense either. She's some kind of entity with power from somewhere else. I assume from the other world that we were talking about. And if so, then I guess they're linked to it through an apple? Okay. Super Ikuhara. Really cool direction. The production quality is fucking awesome. I think Brainspace is doing an amazing job. It's interesting because this show came out, I think, a year and a half after Spice and Wolf season 2, which was also by Brainspace, and it came out, I think, a year after Durarara. And there is a major difference in production quality between Spice and Wolf season 2 and this. This is way up there and gorgeous. I guess that's just the Ikuhara shit, yo. It's cool. All right. Interesting episode. What time is it? It's 1:15. Yeah, I'm going to call it. We're just going to do the first episode for this week, and we will probably end up watching more than one episode at a time in future weeks. But for now, I just want to let this one sit and settle and just think about it. So, I've been Teeaboo. This has been Mawaru Penguindrum, episode 1. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. This is gonna get weird. It's already gotten weird, but I've seen some Ikuhara shows before, and it's gonna get weirder for sure. Like this is normal. this is this is normalness for sure. Uh, okay, brain through a blender. Cool. We'll see what comes out the other side. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to catch you next week when we watch the next one. If you want to get the next episode a week early, you can go to Patreon and check that out, and there will be a next episode up a week early. Yeah, yeah, cool. That'll be it. Peace.